Hi, I'm the creator of this app. In this video, I will explain all the features in this app and explain how to use them. So, once you install this app, the app is in Japanese. To translate this to English, you simply press this Translate to English button on the top left corner. So, now we can start creating our deck. Before we create the deck, we have to create the cards first. You press this Create Card button to create a card. Next, you select the slot to create a card. We're going to use this card 1 slot. You have to add out the permission to the pictures. Once you are in this screen, you first have to enter the name of the card. To do so, you press this Enter the Card Name text. Here, I'm gonna name it as Dragon. Then, you must enter the content of the card. You press this Enter the Card Content text, and I'm gonna enter Fighter 200 damage. Okay, finally you can insert a image to your card. So you press this Add Image button. Then I'm gonna use this dragon image. Okay, this is the process to how you can create a card. By repeating this process, I'm gonna create 2 more cards. Okay, so I created these 3 cards, Dragon, Energy, and Star. By using this card, now I'm gonna create a deck. First, you have to edit the name of the deck. To do so, press this deck name text. And I'm gonna name it as my main deck. Main deck. Once you enter the name, you press this edit button. Here you can add the cards into your deck. To use the cards we created previously, use this Use Created Cards button and choose the card you want to use. I'm gonna use this Dragon card, and here you can set how many cards you want to put in the deck. So I'm going to have 3 Dragon cards in my deck, so I'm gonna enter 3 in this in deck text area. To add a new card, you press this Add Card button. Then you go to the right, and I'm gonna add the energy card. So use the Use Create Card button, and I'm gonna press the energy. I want to have 10 cards. 10 cards. Okay, so now I have these 2 different types of cards. 3 dragon cards and 10 energy cards. To see all the cards in the deck, you can press this check deck button. And here I can see that there's total 13 cards in my deck, and 3 dragon cards and 10 energy cards. Once you create a deck, you can use this test draw feature. Press the test draw button. You can draw a different amount of cards from your deck here. If I press this draw 2 cards, I can draw 2 cards from my deck, and if I press this draw 3 cards, I can draw 3 cards from my deck. And if you want to delete the card here, you can press delete hand. And if you want to select an arbitrary card, you can use this select card button here, and you can select a card you want. Finally, you can set a back image to your deck. To do so, press the Set Back Image in this edit screen. Here, you're going to add an image to your deck, to your back of your deck. So, press this Add Image button, and I will set this image as a back image for my deck. Nice. So we created a deck by using this feature. I'm also going to create another deck called Extra Deck. but I'm gonna use the same process, so I'm gonna skip this part. Okay, so now I have these two decks, main deck and extra deck. Once you create a deck, you can use this battle feature. Press this battle button, and first you have to select the field type you want to use. So the field type 3 is not recommended, so there is really two options. You can use this horizontal field or the vertical field. In this case, I'm gonna use this field 1, but the controls are the same, so you can use the other field once you get the hang of the another field. Next, you select the deck you want to use for your battle. So you basically have to select two decks. I'm gonna set both deck as the main deck. So the first thing is gonna be main deck, and the second is also gonna be main deck. You can choose different decks, but since I only have two decks here, I'm gonna select both of the decks. And finally, you can select an extra deck. So I'm gonna explain this extra deck feature in more detail, but now I'm gonna use this extra deck here. Now I will go over the battle feature of this app. To draw a card from the deck, you press this bottom right circle button. You can draw the card and you can drag and move the card. This blue button will let you draw cards using the back image of your card. And this red button and the yellow button lets you draw tokens. You can draw red tokens and yellow tokens. If you want to erase or delete these cards or tokens, you can use this pink section on the top right corner. You can simply drag these and put it here to delete the tokens or cards. Once you deleted the cards, you may want to check the cards you deleted. To do so, you can use this button on the left side and select check deleted and press this button, and here you can check the cards you have deleted, and also you can put these cards back to your deck or put it into your hand. Here I'm going to use this two hand button, and as you can see I can draw the cards which I deleted. Okay, so I will go over the extra features in this battle mode. Here is the counter, so you can simply press this button and decrease or increase the number. And this blue dice button is the 12-sided dice, and this button is 6-sided dice. And this HP text, you can edit this text by pressing this HP. You can enter whatever you want. Can I enter 2000 here? And this will become 2000. I will explain other features in this left side. So I showed you the check deleted, and there's also this check deleted too. What this means is that by pressing this arrow on the pink area, you can select one or two. So you basically have two delete zones, and if I try to delete these two cards into delete zone 2, these cards will be sent into the delete zone 2. So you can check these cards by pressing this check deleted 2. And these cards won't be in the check deleted 1. Okay. And you can use this check opponent feature to check the opponent's field, but there's nothing now because I haven't done anything. And you can use this draw card button to draw whatever card you want from the deck. So if I add this energy card to my hand, I can do it. And this extra button is you can draw a card which is set as the extra deck. So I have my extra deck, and there in my extra deck there is the star card. So I can add this to my hand. Okay, and if you don't need these dice or counters, you can press this garbage can button, and these garbage cans will appear, and you can press these buttons to delete these UIs. Okay, else, oh, this paper button. Okay, you can type whatever you want here. Okay, damage. 210, whatever you want. If you want to end the turn, you can press this end turn button, and now it will be the other player's turn. So I can draw cards and place them. And if I use the check opponent button, as you can see, I can see the field I have edited. And I can press go back and go back. So I think this is pretty much it. So this green area here, you can place the card here and it will show how many cards it's in here. It's in this area. I forgot to explain this one last feature, which is this gear button on the top right corner of the card. By pressing this button, you get these 7 options. So the most left option, you can scale the card, and this button you can rotate the card 90 degrees, and this card will show you the back image of the card, and this will flip the card upside down, and this card will show the text of your card, and this will show the text on the right side. And if you want to exit this mode, you can press this button. Finally, I will explain the menu and the title screen. So this button is the for beginners button, so you can basically go to the URL for the tutorial videos, and by pressing this menu button, you'll get this bunch of buttons, and I will explain this button one by one. This announcement button is the announcement which I write for the app, so it's basically about the update for the app. The for developer section is basically the same thing, but I just write slightly different stuff in the announcement. And this about ads, you can check the information about the ads in this game. And this delete ads button, so by supporting $1, you basically get 2 rewards. And the first reward is deleting all ads for 30 days. And the second reward is that it increases the maximum number of cards you can create by 500. It will be very helpful if you can support me, since I would love to keep creating the updates for this app. So this online battle button, if you press this button, you can go to the online battle tutorial, and this is a whole another section, so please check this tutorial video if you want to do an online battle. And you can change color by pressing this button, blue, green, pink, whatever you want, but I'm gonna just keep it gray now. And finally, this tutorial video button, you can watch a bunch of tutorials, but most of them are in Japanese, but they have English captions, so you can check them out too. Okay, so that's it for this video. I know there might be some place I'm missing, so just leave a comment down below if you have any questions about the app, and I will reply to you as soon as possible. Thank you for watching.